Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Benedict. I expect you to teach vocab.
The first word in this unit is abhor. It's a verb and it means to look at with loathing or hate, to hate deeply. So you could say, I abhor racism, sexism, and discrimination in all its forms. The next word is amend. It's a verb and it means to change in a formal way, to change for the better. So you could say, the Founding Fathers knew that we would have to change the Constitution, so they introduced a process to amend the document, to add things to it to make it better. The next word is buffet, and it has two parts of speech, a verb and a noun. As a verb, buffet means to strike or cuff repeatedly, to drive with blows. So you could say, the ship was buffeted by the storm, rocking back and forth as the wind hit the boat. As a noun, buffet just means a slap or a blow. So you could say, the servant was subjected to many hearty buffets by his cruel master. It's important to remember that this word buffet and the word buffet, a line of food, are different, and you shouldn't pronounce them the same, use them the same way. This has a hard T, buffet. The next word is chaos. It's a noun and it means great confusion or disorder. So you could say, amidst all the chaos caused by the Joker, Batman was the only person who could stand up to this force of evil. The next word is commodious, and it means roomy or spacious. It's an adjective. So you could say, while Mr. Benedict's classroom is small and cramped, Miss Bretcher's classroom is large and commodious, with plenty of room to spread out. The next word is corrosive. It's an adjective, and it means eating away gradually, acid-like, bitterly sarcastic. So you could say, don't touch that sulfuric acid. It's corrosive to the skin, and it will leave chemical burns. You can also use it figuratively to describe like, oh, burn when you insult someone. You could say, that comedian's wit is particularly corrosive. He goes from being funny to cruel in a snap. The next word is discern. It's a verb and it means to see clearly or recognize. So you could say, no matter how hard we tried and squinted, we could not discern who was coming at us on the dark alley. The next word is extant. It's an adjective and it means still existing. So you could say, thanks to a great fire at the Library of Alexandria in ancient times, some of the most important books of the Roman Empire are no longer extant. They have been lost entirely. They no longer exist. The next word is implicate. It's a verb and it means to involve in, to connect with. So you could say, many baseball players were implicated in the steroid scandal because of their involvement with corrupt trainers. The next word is inter. It's a verb and it means to bury, to commit to the earth. So you could say, Romeo and Juliet died and were interred together in the family tombs. The next word is martinet. It's a noun and it means a strict disciplinarian, a stickler for the rules. So you could say, my third grade teacher was especially strict. In fact, she was something of a martinet, not allowing misbehaving students to go outside for recess for 2 whole months. The next word is obviate. It's a verb and it means to anticipate and prevent, to dispose of. So you could say, a good hockey referee is able to obviate the dangers of a big fight by keeping control of the game and calling things fairly. The next word is renegade, and it has 2 parts of speech, noun and adjective. As a noun, a renegade means a deserter, an outlaw, someone who lives outside the rules. So you could say, many artists are labeled renegades because they go outside society to create their pieces. As an adjective, renegade means traitorous, unorthodox, unconventional. So you could say, many renegade members of Congress voted against their own party to get the bill passed. The next word is reprehensible. It's an adjective and it means deserving blame or punishment. So you could say, I find your actions reprehensible and I demand that you leave this office this instant. No one can steal from our clients. The next word is somber. It means dark, gloomy, depressed in spirit. So you could say the mood at the funeral was somber, as many people were silently reflecting sadly about their dead friend's memory. The next word is squalid. It's an adjective, and it means filthy, wretched, debased. So you could say, in India, many poor slum dwellers live in wretched, squalid conditions. The next word is turbulent. It's an adjective, and it means disorderly, riotous, stormy. So you could say, those two have always had a turbulent relationship. One day they're the best of friends, and the next day they're fighting like cats and dogs. The next word is vociferous. It's an adjective, and it means loud and noisy, commanding attention. So you could say, despite the vociferous protests of the opposition, the president signed the controversial bill into law. A way to remember the word vociferous is to think of VOC, vocal, right, or volume. So somebody who is vociferous is very vocal. They speak with loud volume and object strenuously. You can also think the word vociferous sounds like ferocious. Ferocious plus vocal equals vociferous. The next word is voluminous. It's an adjective, and it means of great size, numerous, writing or speaking at great lengths. So you could say the engineer's voluminous lab reports filled up 10 filing cabinets in his office. The way to remember voluminous is to think of something that has great volume, not so much loud, but volume like a container. So if something takes up a large volume, it's big, it's voluminous. Or you could think of encyclopedias on a shelf, many volumes. You have so many volumes that there's a voluminous collection of knowledge in those books. The next and last word is waive. It's a verb, and it means to do without, to give up voluntarily, to put off temporarily. So you could say, we decided to waive the age restrictions and allow the high school senior to enter the NBA draft. And that's it. All the words in Unit 7. Watch this video, study for your quiz. Good luck. I'll see you in Unit 8.
Go!